Welcome back to Distro History, the series where we dive into the most iconic moments in Linux history. In this episode, we'll explore Red Hat Linux 9, also known by its codename Shrike, the final release of the classic Red Hat Linux series before Red Hat transitioned to Red Hat Enterprise Linux, RHEL, and the Fedora Project. By the early 2000s, Red Hat had established itself as one of the most prominent names in the Linux world. Their distributions were widely used by businesses, developers, and Linux enthusiasts alike. But in 2003, everything changed with the release of Red Hat Linux 9, codenamed Shrike. Released in March 2003, Red Hat Linux 9 was the culmination of years of development and refinement. It offered a polished and professional desktop experience, featuring a well-integrated version of the GNOME desktop environment, updated software packages, and improved hardware support. Shrike was designed to be user-friendly, catering to both desktop users and server environments. Red Hat Linux 9 introduced several key features that made it stand out at the time. These included the Blue Curve theme, which provided a consistent look and feel across GNOME and KDE, bridging the gap between the two major desktop environments. It also included improvements in the system installer, making installation smoother and more accessible for users of all skill levels. But despite its strengths, Red Hat Linux 9 was the end of the road for the classic Red Hat Linux series. Shortly after its release, Red Hat announced that it would be discontinuing the Red Hat Linux product line in favor of a two-pronged approach: Red Hat Enterprise Linux, EL, for businesses, and the newly launched Fedora Project for the community. This decision marked a significant shift in Red Hat's strategy. By focusing on RHEL, Red Hat aimed to provide a stable, long-term supported platform for enterprises, while Fedora would serve as a cutting-edge, community-driven distribution where new technologies could be tested and developed. For many users, Red Hat Linux 9 was a bittersweet release. It represented the pinnacle of the Red Hat Linux series, but also the end of an era. The move to RHEL and Fedora signaled Red Hat's transition from a company focused on desktop Linux to one that prioritized enterprise solutions. Today, Red Hat Linux 9 is remembered fondly by those who used it. It played a crucial role in shaping the future of Linux distributions and set the stage for the enterprise-focused RHEL and the innovative Fedora project. While Red Hat Linux may no longer be with us, its legacy lives on in the systems and technologies we use today. So, as we look back on Red Hat Linux 9, let's remember it as the distribution that brought Linux to a wider audience and laid the groundwork for the modern Linux landscape.